Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Sunshine and today I am doing a Sephora haul. Also, if you're looking for some alternative content during this Sephora sale madness time on YouTube where all of your favorite content creators are posting hauls and try-ons and shop with me's and sale recommendations, please take a look at Hope Mess Tom. They do a fantastic series every sale season dedicated to alternatives to shopping the Sephora sale, such as loving your makeup collection as it is, playing in your current makeup collection. They really have a way of making you feel good about makeup again and loving what you have and not feeling like you have to go out and purchase the latest and greatest because you probably already own something that is every bit as good as the new stuff. And although I agree with that sentiment, you will find me shopping the sale. If you want an alternative, please take a look at Hope Mess Tom and also look at all of their other content. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into what I got at the Sephora sale. And we do still have some time. If anything new drops between now and then, I will probably pick it up. As of right now, these are the items that I shopped in the sale. Not all of them because some of them aren't here yet. I'm also going to throw in my Nordstrom sale items. I'm sure that many of you know, but Nordstrom had a 15% off almost all beauty the week before the Sephora sale. It didn't apply to Chanel, unfortunately, but almost all of the other brands were at 15% off. So I did pick up some things from Nordstrom that Sephora doesn't offer. I'm just going to share those with you real quick because I don't think it warrants an entire video, but I do just want to show you what I purchased, kind of have an idea of what's coming up on my channel. First thing that I got is a blush brush. These Sephora products are 30% off during the sale, so it's a great time to stock up on brushes. I do find myself wanting a softer blush brush, a less densely packed blush brush, something that will apply a sheerer application of powder blush because powder blushes are kind of making a comeback. I mean, for a long time, I hardly had any powder blushes. Now I find myself with several, and the brushes that I have are more dense, more intended for creams and like blending out creams on the skin. And I needed something a little fluffier, a little looser. This is that brush. It does look pretty loose. Looks like it's going to be soft on the skin. I haven't tried it yet, obviously. It doesn't look as full as the display did, but I find that that's probably because people had been touching that one. Hopefully it'll soften up and loosen up a little. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also picked up this one. I wasn't even looking for a bronzer brush, but when I saw this on the display and how full and fluffy and soft it looked, this is the Sephora Pro bronzer brush. It's number 80. Again, here, it doesn't look nearly as big as the display. Like the display, this thing looked like a softball. It was just massive. It is very, very soft though. So I do think that this will give a very sheer application of bronzer. And again, I find myself with more powder bronzers than usual, more loosely packed, softer bronzer brush for more sheer application. So I think this is going to be great. We'll see. I have a couple of skincare products that I want to mention really quick. I know in my Sephora sale recommendations video, I mentioned that I don't use any skincare from Sephora or much. I'm using the Sarah Creel Essence, and that thing, I feel like it's going to last me at least another year. So I didn't need to re-up on that. My other skincare that I'm using at the moment is Allies of Skin. I am trying to kind of exclusively use Allies of Skin, except my essences. I love my essences. So let me just show you what I picked up. The Dew Instant Angel. I've heard nothing but good things about this for a long time, and I do need a heavier nighttime moisturizer. The Allies of Skin moisturizer that I have is perfect for day, but it's not quite heavy enough for night. I have found myself craving a more intense evening moisturizer. So I wanted to try this out. I did get the smaller bottle. It's 1.69 fluid ounces, so I have not used this yet. I will keep you posted on it. It's got rave reviews. I mean, it was like viral on TikTok for a while. The Renovat Brightening Saffron Essence. First of all, the packaging on this is gorgeous. It's so heavy and luxurious feeling. It ought to be for the price. I have never seen, it matches my sweater, my shirt kind of, but I've never seen an essence this color, right? Like it's orange. And I don't know, it sucked me in because I do like saffron in skincare. I mean, apparently, because I really like the oil from this brand. So I wanted to try the essence. I love essences. I think that they are an underrated step in skincare. I think that they make all the difference in my skin and how plump it looks, how moisturized it looks, and just how makeup sits on top of it. Essences make a huge difference in my skin. I love to layer essences and have just tons of moisture on my skin. Keeps my skin from being dry, keeps it from being flaky. I probably layer at least 3 essences at night, sometimes 4, and then sometimes several layers of an essence. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one. And essences, they're so liquidy and you get so much, they last forever. The next thing I got is one of the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Matte Blushes, Bouncy Matte Blushes. Wait, yes, Matte Bouncy Blush. I gotta be honest, these colors didn't really speak to me. They're your pretty standard blush colors that you see every line release. They just didn't seem unique. But this color, this shade Hope, I swatched it in the store. It's really pretty. And I do want to try the formula. That is Hope. These are super pigmented and not my favorite. You know, I mentioned wanting to get like a blush brush that would apply blushes a little more softly. And these are so pigmented. This looked to be the lightest shade, but wow, okay, that's a lot. That kind of worries me. I don't know. We'll try it. I do like the formula. It feels super, super soft and smooth, and it is matte. This really feels like the Swede blush formula. So we'll see. That's a really pretty shade, and I will try this out in a video. We'll see how they work. Have you guys tried these blushes? What do you think of them? There was something strange about this blush release because Sephora had it on the website, I don't know, a long time ago. Like, I feel like it was over a month ago that Sephora had it on the website for a couple of days, just a few of the colors, maybe like 2 or 3 of the colors. And then it disappeared. I mean, it didn't disappear, but then they were all out of stock. And they have been coming soon forever. Like for so long. So I don't know, kind of a strange release, but I am excited to give this one a try and just, you know, see what the formula is all about. I do like Rare Beauty, but their blushes are oftentimes way too pigmented for my liking. This item was like something that I knew I was going to purchase. It was something that I really wanted to pick up. It is the YSL Make Me Blush in the shade Rose Haze. Rose Haze has been available in other countries, I believe, for some time, but in the US, we got a very limited release. I got the last one in the store. Packaging on the YSL blushes and just products in general is so beautiful. So, okay, that's a pretty shade. This looks to be a matte one. I have 2 others and they are shimmer. The powders on the, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Can you see that? So that is the kind of blush that I like. Just very light, not like so pigmented that you put it on and it's like, wow, and then you're trying to blend it out or sheer it out with powder. This looks like exactly what I want in a blush. I'm so excited to try this out. Next, I picked up this Sol de Janeiro Água Mística. This is not for me. This is for my daughter. I have a 14-year-old and she loves these. She loves like body mist and she really likes the Sol de Janeiro line. She hasn't smelled this one. I haven't either, but hopefully she likes it. We'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that I picked that up. I generally like their scents. They're a lot. They're very intense, but I actually really like them. So I also got a Gucci lipstick in Isabel Rosewood. This is the Satin. The Gucci lipstick packaging is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's a really pretty color. That's a beautiful shade. Ooh, love a new lipstick bullet. Here we go. We're going to ruin it. That is like my kind of shade. It is described as a rosewood, and that is exactly how I would describe it as well. It kind of reminds me of MAC Cream in Your Coffee. I had to go see if Cream in Your Coffee was the same because it looked the same to me. It's not. This is Cream in Your Coffee. It's a little bit deeper, a little more mauve-y, and it's just, you know, more intense overall. They are in the same family. You know what I mean? Like they're cousins. They're related. I'm excited to see how this looks on the lips. I think it's beautiful. And it's been a long time since I've owned a Gucci lipstick that I love. A lot of times my issues with Gucci lipsticks is what they look like in the swatches and on the models is not what they look like when you get them in person. I was hoping that that one was a shade that I like, and it is. I got the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks Powder Blush Duo. I got it in Mimi and Coquette. This is really the only color that I had any interest in, just because I felt like a lot of the other color pairings were a little odd. Petal and Biscuit looked beautiful, but I have those in the creams. I kind of want to get something different. Packaging is really pretty. I love this soft pink. And here is that duo. Those are really pretty. Mimi looks totally different in the cream. So that is Mimi and Coquette. Coquette is beautiful. That is exactly the kind of soft, light, sheer color that I love. I love light colored blushes because blush can get away from me. And I mean, blush blindness, what is that? I don't care. I love a blushy look. I love a heavy blush look, but I don't like one that you can't blend, that you can't like soften the edges. Does that make sense? I'm all about an intense blush, but I don't want the edges to be harsh. And this looks like something that you can totally blend these two together to sculpt your cheek. So this looks gorgeous. Can't wait to play in this. I was on the fence about these Westman Atelier blush duos because of the color stories. Like to me in the pan, this looks like a blush and a bronzer. It doesn't look like a blush duo. Once you get it swatched, I can kind of see the blush part. This does not look like Mimi to me at all. So this is my cream blush in Mimi, and this is the Westman Atelier powder blush in Mimi. Like they're not the same. The cream blush in Mimi has much more pink. This to me looks like a bronzer, which I'm fine with. I think it would be a beautiful bronzer because it does have a touch of rosiness to it. So I'm happy with it. I'm kind of actually happier that it doesn't look like my cream blush in Mimi. I'm happy that it's different because that was my whole issue with why I didn't want to buy Petal and Biscuit is I have Petal and Biscuit. I don't have Coquette. So this one made sense for me to buy. This color story looks beautiful and I'm so excited to play with it. And I really do think that like Mimi in the powder is going to be a absolutely gorgeous bronzer and a blush too. I like a bronzy blush. So anyway, very excited to play with this. I will try this on in a new video soon. The powders feel incredibly smooth and creamy. Up the Gucci concealer in the shade 21N. So I am wearing this. This is one thing that I put on before filming this video, just this concealer. I couldn't wait. I had to see how it performed and I had to see how the shade looked. I have the shade 21N, and the reason why I put it on is because in the container it looks so incredibly light. It looks very light. It's described as fair medium. It's definitely fair. I'm not anywhere close to medium. I don't even know what fair medium means. Anyway, 21N. I have it on right now. It went on beautifully. It's very thin, very like serum-y and very smoothing under the eyes. So easy to blend out. You need a tiny amount. So far, so good with this. And look at the packaging. Look at that. This is plastic, it is not glass, but it feels nice. It feels luxurious. I got the Makeup by Mario mascara. This is the Master Mascara. I just wanted to try it. It just looked interesting. Packaging is quite chunky. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Okay. It's got a small wand. I was so afraid this was going to have one of those big chunky wands or big thick bristles. I just don't get along with those. I need a small wand because I have small lashes and this looks like it's going to be great. So I will keep you posted on this. We'll try this out in a video. I re-upped on my Tower 28 mascara. I'm not going to open this because I already have one open, but this is just my favorite mascara. I don't believe in stocking up on things necessarily, but like this is something that I will go through. I got one of the new YSL Lip Shine lip oils. I got it in the shade Thunder Stealer. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. It's so shimmery. We'll try this in a video. I got the new Givenchy Prism Lee pressed powder. I got mine in the shade 03. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I meant to get 03. I don't know if this is the color I meant to get. I feel like I meant to get 02. First of all, the packaging. Goodness, so pretty. Look at that. It has a brush. It's kind of like, it's like snapped in there. I like that it snaps in so it's not falling out every time you open it. Oh, Okay, this color looks fine. I guess maybe this is the one that I meant to get. For some reason, I thought I meant to order 02, but this looks totally fine. This looks really light, really pretty. It smells really good. I really like the Givenchy scent. Very excited to try this out. It looks beautiful. I've heard really good things, so I will keep you posted on this. I did like the loose version. I wasn't as in love with it as everybody else seems to be, but I did like it. So yeah, I'm excited to see how the press version works. I have been so impressed with the Prada eyeshadows that I had to pick up more. In fact, that is what I have on my eyes today. I have a mixture of the Prada Primula and Pansy palettes on my eyes right now. Have been loving those Prada palettes. A lot of people that know more about Prada eyeshadows than me have said that the original releases were just as good, even better. So I picked up a couple of those. This is 03 Pulse. What I love about the Prada eyeshadows is the formula, but also that they're refillable. I feel like their color stories are really special. So this is, like I said, 03 Pulse. Look at that. This would match me today. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that shade. So the shimmer or metallic shade is like, pow, super intense. This matte orange is not quite as pigmented, but I kind of like that because I feel like I can use it as a crease color or, just lightly under the eye or it, you know what I mean? Like not as scary as it looks in the pan. It's quite sheer and dare I say wearable for an orange? I mean, I think it is. I really do. I am so impressed with these Prada eyeshadows. I really, really am. Look at that. Look how creamy that is. I'm so excited to play with these. So excited to play with these. I am obsessed with Prada eyeshadows. I don't use the word obsessed like I'm 51 years old. I'm not somebody that's like, I'm so obsessed. I am obsessed with the Prada eyeshadows. I absolutely love them. I think that the formula is fantastic. I think it is so lovely on mature eyes. They've got these wearable color stories with something, like there's like something extra in there, like this one, the orange. The ones that I have on my eyes, they have these holographic shades. Love them. The next one that I got is Poetry. I consider getting the one with the purple. I think it's the purple. I decided to skip on that. I mean, honestly, I like every single one of them. There was something about this color story that was just like screaming my name. These are so beautiful. I can just see this green all over the lid or under the lash line or in the inner corner or in the outer corner as a halo eye. I just think this green is beautiful. Okay, so that is those three colors. I'm not swatching the deepest one. I'm going to obviously use these in a video where I'll show them better than what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of having to swatch these on top of the other shades. So I apologize for that. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, so this is kind of a mess. This is the pink metallic from Poetry. This is obviously the green. It's such a beautiful, vibrant, true green. This is the middle shade from Poetry, like pinky shade. They're ridiculously expensive, but they're discounted. And they do sell refills, and you can get the refill for less. So looking forward to playing with those. I also picked up a Prada lip balm in the shade Maple. I've been wanting to try their lip balm because their matte formula is slightly drying to me after, wearing it for a while. So I just wanted to see what their balms were like. Look at that shade. I cannot with that. Are you kidding me? I love that. Yes. I got another Prada lip balm in the shade Noisette. My hair is making me crazy. Is it making you crazy? Is it looking stupid? I don't even know. Let's see. Is there even a difference in these? Yes, there is a difference. Look at that. This is like a warmer version. This is like a warmer peachy version. I'm so happy. That's exactly what I was hoping it would be. Look, I am just loving I am loving these. So this is Maple and this is Noisette. This is just a little deeper and cooler. This is a little lighter and more warm. Both of them are gorgeous. Very, very, very. I haven't even put them on my lips. I love them. I love them already. Now, I know it's crazy to spend that much on a lip balm, but they are so much, they have color. They're so much more than a lip balm. They're gorgeous. Two more things from Sephora. I got the Kulfi Badi Lash Mascara. I have heard such good things about this, and I was waiting until the sale to purchase it because I have so many mascaras open. So I'm not going to open this because I already opened the Mario one, but I will just show you the packaging. Really, really cute. And like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about this mascara. So looking forward to trying it. We will try it soon. I just don't want to open it today. I had to pick up another Prada eyeliner because these Prada eyeliners are so good. I recommended them in my Sephora sale recommendations video. I had to get this one. This is Mahogany. Ordinarily, not at all the kind of shade that I would want because it's very, it's red, right? So not the color that I would normally purchase. I felt like it would go with my new palettes. Actually, probably all of them, but specifically Primula and Pansy because those have a lot of warm red. And I figured I could use this on the lower lash line or even above the wing just as a pop of color. I just have to say again, don't sleep on the Prada eyeliners. The sale is still going on. If you're in the market for a good eyeliner, and again, I'm not trying to sell you on products. I'm just showing you what works for me. They are so good. Look how beautiful that is. It is again like a smoky mahogany. It's got a little bit of gray and brown in it so that it's not pure red, and it's got a bit of a sheen, but it's not shimmery. Okay, so I actually have one more product from Sephora, and then we'll get into the items that I got from Nordstrom. I got the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer in the shade Light Cool. Mandy Davis, MUA, sold me on this. I watched her do a video reviewing the new Guerlain Terracotta Le Temps Glow Foundation, and she picked up this bronzer and talked about how much she loved it. Not this bronzer. She got a different color. She got the different limited edition packaging. They don't have this particular shade in the limited edition packaging, so I just got the normal. It is quite beautiful. You know how the light reflects there. So let's, oh, the little plastic thing came out. So that is the shade. Wow. I mean, just opening it, I can smell it from here. The shade looks absolutely stunning. I will say this packaging for the price, this was $60. It feels quite lightweight. It doesn't feel very luxurious. You do get quite a bit of product in here. You get 0.3 ounces, but it is just smaller than I thought it was going to be. I will just say that. But I'm excited to give this a go. It looks beautiful. Scent is strong on this one. I trust Mandy. If she likes it, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to like it. I just, just want to mention those things. Let's move on to Nordstrom. And then I have one thing from Guerlain. I'm just going to talk about the thing I got from Guerlain, the website, right now, because the only reason why I got it from the Guerlain website is because I could not find it in stock at a store in the shade that I wanted, which was O2 Light, the Gold Skin Diamond Micro Powder. I have heard so many good things about this powder. It is like the best powder, the best loose powder. I got it because I want to see, is this the best powder? Is this the best powder? It does come with a little puff. I have tried it once. Not enough to get my head around it. This is supposed to be a fantastic powder, and you get so much product. This is an ounce of powder. It will last a lifetime. Real quick, we're going to go through what I got at Nordstrom. The only reason why I got some of these products at Nordstrom because they were not available at Sephora or I was afraid they would sell out. I got a Guerlain Terracotta Blush. I got it in the shade 00, which is Nude Light. This is the packaging. It's really pretty, but it does not feel luxury to me. And this is the color. It is described as a light nude. To me, it looks like a light pink, but it's very pretty and I am very excited to try this. Smells strong like the other Guerlain products. It's a pleasant smell, but it's strong. I feel like it's stronger in these powder products than it is in my foundation, but I do like the scent. So I'm like, I'm kind of conflicted, but I'm so excited to try this blush. I've heard really good things about this line. We'll see. A Guerlain Kiss Kiss Bee Glow Lip Balm. They didn't have this shade at Sephora, and it looks, it's really pretty. I also picked up a Prada brush, a Prada blush brush or sculpting brush as they call it. And I'm not sure about this. It was quite expensive. It doesn't feel super luxurious to me. It's soft, like it's very soft. I don't know. It is just a synthetic fiber brush and it doesn't feel particularly luxurious. I don't know if this is something that I'm going to keep To be perfectly honest, I might end up just returning this. It just doesn't seem to be all that. Not as impressed as I thought I would be. Got the Charlotte Tilbury Soulmates Blush Duos. Okay, so this is something that I super was not expecting. This should have been a Valentine's Day release. It didn't release on Valentine's Day for some reason. The packaging is a lot, but it's cuter in person than it is online. Because when I saw this online, I was just like, Charlotte Tilbury has lost the plot. Like, she's presenting herself as a luxury line and has got these big plastic gems on her packaging, but it feels so heavy and it's quite cute in person. And so it's got the Charlotte Tilbury logo in gold. This feels heavy. It's very sizable. Like, it's quite big and it just feels nice. And I would tell you, I promise I would tell you. The little mirror says beauty is a feeling. The inside is also quite nice. Right? The packaging is much nicer than it looks online. I also got the peach. We'll talk about this more in a video. We're going to do a dedicated like Soulmates video. It's probably too late. The ship has probably sailed. Everybody's probably moved on to new and different things, but I did purchase these. So, you know, we will talk about them. I feel like the powder and the blushes, they're not giving harmony, because the blush is so intense and the powder is so light. I did also pick up 2 of the lipsticks. Picked up Naughty Talk and I picked up Kiss Talk. We're going to very soon do a video with these 2 palettes and these 2 lip products, and we'll see what we think of them. I'll get that up before the sale is finished in case, you know, in case anybody's interested in maybe picking those up with a discount. I did get a discount on them. I got 15% off, which is totally fine. At Sephora, if you're Rouge, you can get 20%. That is it for what I have in my hands. That is my Sephora haul. I do have more things coming. As soon as they come in, I'll do another haul just so you can kind of see what I got, what's going to be coming up on my channel, you know, what we're going to be talking about and that kind of thing. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. I am sincerely so happy to have you here, and I cannot thank Tom enough for sending you my way. Yeah, we're going to talk makeup and have a good time. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one, and until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.